Hello, good afternoon, welcome everybody, or good morning from wherever you're tuning in live on this episode of DesiTV, the Discovery Channel to your excellence. And today what I wanted to share with you are 5 ways to build a strong online reputation. So that has definitely been a theme for this week, having delivered some training around online reputation and more specifically reviews. So reviews these days are pretty much open to many different platforms. In the travel industry, it really took off for review and consumer directed decisions being made on the basis of what experiences of the actual customer are saying about different hotels initially. But now for any brand in any industry, reviews are really critical to making those informed decisions and actually make a big component of that final, yes, this is what I'm going to do. So just checking here that everything is working okay, because with live broadcasting, as for anyone that's been following this journey of experimenting in live broadcasting sense, it certainly has. There we go. I've just wanted to check that there's sound because this is a very new format. I'm not doing this from my phone. I am doing this via a desktop. So it's important I check that the sound is coming because trust me, I've done full episodes where I think I'm being pretty clever with all my little titles and everything, and there's been no sound, so I've had to just completely get rid of that. So without further ado, I wanted to let's get straight into it in sharing thoughts and insights and what you really need to consider around building a strong online reputation for your business. So when it comes to challenges around online reputation, we have to think, okay, reviews. They can be amazing and fantastic, or they can be the bane of your existence. They can come when you least expect them and can make your day or completely ruin your day. So it's really important that we have a system and a process in managing our reviews, because in managing our reviews we're managing and putting a process around our online reputation, at least starting to grasp some level of control with this. So whether customers are completely happy, joy, or they're completely miffed at something that was delivered not to their standards, they have the power to broadcast it in any way, shape or form online, and we have to really be mindful of this. And also having that fingers on the pulse to be able to check in where customers are talking about us. Now, to share some stats with you, and I've made some notes here. It's never been truer. Research keeps coming up that a vast percentage of the online consumer start planning, specifically their holidays when it comes to travel, online. Now, the visitor to your websites that we always try and gain visitors, before they're coming to our destinations and before they're walking into our stores, and your customers before they're making that call, they're more than likely have read about you from someone else before you've had the opportunity to tell them about yourself. So they've, most likely, they've kind of seen what others have had to say about you before you've had the opportunity to say something about you. So it's really important to know that your reviews and your online reputation are absolutely critical criteria in the journey of making that final decision to purchase with you. So what others have to say is a critical component of making that final decision. So check that everything is going good. I think we're so far so good. The only difference with the live broadcasting in this format is I can't see directly if there's any comments, if there's any questions, if there's any little heart love. I have to just check in, but I'll keep going, and if there's any questions at the end, or if by any chance you might be watching this on a replay or here on Facebook or any other on YouTube or any other medium, never hesitate to reach out. Okay, so the steps. The number one step I had for you was respond immediately. It's really important to give this role to someone. Is it going to be you? Is it going to be one of your staff? I'd really love for you to have a grasp on responding immediately to every single review on every single different platform. Now, when I talk platforms, we can have reviews if you are a hotel or a tour operator or an attraction. Okay, we need to have a finger on the pulse on TripAdvisor. Are we looking at our reviews on Facebook? Have we activated our reviews on Facebook? Our Google reviews, our Yelp, if you're listed on Yelp. And here's the thing, a lot of businesses that, even yesterday, there were two particular businesses, they didn't even think they were on some of these mediums, and there they were, because you don't have even the control to make a listing. If a customer has an experience with you and they can't review you somewhere, they can actually even create a listing for you. So you want to be able to respond immediately, and like I said, really make sure that you're on top of what's been said about you. A great tool that I've used for years is Google Alerts. So if you want to head over to Google, just Google Alerts, and that would kind of lead you through the way to even at least pop your business name in there, so you can get a daily email on where you're mentioned online. But certainly responding immediately to everyone everywhere is very important. Starting with a thank you, expressing gratitude. I always when someone takes the time out of their busy lives to come and give me feedback about my service, about my business, about my products, I take that so seriously. So I always lead in with gratitude to say thank you so much for taking the time to do this. Positive or negative, we need to be really thankful, whether it's excellent, whether it's good, whether it's bad, whether it's ugly. We want to thank them for taking the time, because imagine we didn't know. We lose hundreds and hundreds, thousands and billions of dollars a year through customer complaints. So when they actually tell us that they've had less, their expectations haven't been met, it's an amazing gift that they've actually told us about it. Clearly they want to tell the world about it too if they've put it online and they haven't got in touch with us direct. But at least now we have an element of power. We do have an ability to respond, which is really, really important. So always lead in with thank you. Number 3 is finding your really happy people and nurturing and building that relationship with them. So find happy people and ask for the review. Okay, so when you're in that moment of elation, it's love fest with what you've just done, ask for the review. If we never ask, the answer will always be no. So even if your reviews are a little bit low at the moment, I bet you that if you start asking for them, you will definitely increase your online reviews and really nurture that relationship with those happy customers. So always, and I advocate, as I mentioned this week in a workshop, this is a systemized approach. So I always have a system and incorporating the question of, hey, if you loved what you just experienced, it's really important to us if this is shared on these platforms. So create a little bit of a system for your reviews. your review process / follow-up. So don't just leave it when they're there with you and it's done and dusted. Have a follow-up. And that's a great opportunity to do that with your happy chappies. And that's who we really want to nurture. Number 4, use customer feedback as a business development tool. I tell you what, there's gratitude, and then there is establishing gaps where you can make improvements. That's excellence at the end of the day, isn't it? Excellence is not perfection, it's progress. So always progressing to be better today than we were yesterday. And I see building a strong online reputation is building a strong customer-centric business. So actually having that mindset that this is not a bad thing. This is the most amazing opportunity I have for my business to keep getting better at what I do. So seeing customer feedback and reviews as a business development tool is a really good way to look at it, because it's an immensely valuable tool to your business and your overall success. Last but not least, deliver and delight. What I mean by that is never make promises you can't keep. And when you do break them, profusely apologize. We're all human and we're juggling a lot of things these days. Always be mindful that you're not under delivering on your promises. And if you are, fix it as soon as possible and apologize and make up for whatever that might be. So deliver and delight. If you want to get 5-star reviews every single time, I want you to be, to go and exceed every expectation and do things differently. The little things matter. So when you're delivering and delighting and wowing and, wow, I was exceeding expectations, those reviews and those review scores that are very important, which are all, so these do have algorithms behind them as well, but it's very important to just do a freaking awesome job. So deliver and delight will be my 5th way of building a strong reputation. Now, as we sum up for this little episode of building a strong online reputation, let's just summarize for anyone that's just joined. We're talking about 5 ways to build a really strong, awesome, successful online reputation, because it's never been more important to put your reviews and your reviews systems and processes in place for your business. So what we had to start with, number 1, just to do a little summary before we wrap up, respond immediately to everybody everywhere, not just TripAdvisor, not just Facebook, knowing where our people are hanging out. Start with a thank you. Find your happy people. Use feedback as the ultimate business development tool was number 4. And deliver and delight your people. So what did you think? Did you find that valuable? Did you have anything more to share? Let me know in the comments from where you have viewed this. And I am really grateful to everyone that's joined me live, and super grateful to those of you that are watching the replay as well. Now, this is one of many topics I will be talking about in an upcoming workshop that I will be delivering next week, which is starting on, let me just, yay, got it to work. See, I can fix things even live, which I was actually pretty impressed I got that right. So I start this workshop next week over the online web. So there's no venue, there's no traveling, there's no parking, there's no nothing. We just come together in the similar way as we are now. It's a live training every Wednesday. It includes look here, 6 times 1.5 hour live trainings. We will catch up for Q&As. I'll have templates, I'll have resources, I'll have workbooks. It's over 10 hours worth of online content that will cover topics like, so week 1 next week on the 24th of May, we've got decoding your business. So we need to kind of start with the foundations. We're going to look at your website and all the steps and all the things you need to look at to deliver that, that online experience that is going to be just an extension of what they will experience when they actually come to experience your product and service. Decoding your content, social media, your communication, your strategy. So online reputation is just a little drop in the ocean, but a very, very important one. Now, for all of this, for 6 weeks of getting together, is $249, but I've actually also included the booking fee from Eventbrite there to make it a total of $261.20. So imagine getting together every week, how much that will take in your day, but we can get together every week for an hour and a half and learn together, share together, grow together, and I will be so happy to become an extension of your marketing team, because anyone that joins my little circles in these trainings, they really gain the biggest fan, especially when I see just businesses actively taking action and implementing these tools that I share, that I've learned myself and activated, and there's nothing I won't share that I haven't done myself. So I like to see this as just an accelerated way to get your digital excellence success on. So if you want more information, it's Decoding Digital Marketing for Tourism, and will be there's heaps to cover. And if you can't make any of those, so if you're thinking, oh, I really want to do it, but next Wednesday I've got this really important meeting, and on the 31st I can't make that either, I'm going to record everything. Everything will be recorded, and you will receive the recording within 24 hours of the live training. So you'll get everything and you'll have it for life. So if you don't make those live trainings, you can then watch them in your own time. So enough of that. As always, I want to finish with a little quote, love, to delight you and inspire you. And here I need to activate my little, look at this. Yeah, hello. So your brand is what people say about you when you're not in the room. So when we're talking online reputation, this is really what we can kind of have a look at what people are saying about us when we're not in the room. And that's, of course, from a very, very successful entrepreneur behind Amazon, Jeff Bezos, or Bezos, as the Americans like to call him. So thank you so much for your time and your attention, and reach out if you need to ask any questions, deliver any comments, but if there's nothing there, I would like to wish you excellence today and every single day. My name is Despina Karatzias, and I wish you every success in the world, because you deserve it. Okay, bye.